Golden State Media Concepts social media podcast. Time to hashtag everything with
Mariano
and Pauline.
Hashtag Pauliano. We talk about all the fun, crazy stories on social media, from Instagram to Facebook, Twitter to Tumblr, or probably even Friendster. Join us each week as we explore the quirky side of social media. It's the Golden State Media Concepts social media podcast.
It's simple, such a sad song. The one that we rely on to get us.
Welcome to the Golden State Media Concepts social media news podcast. I'm your host, Tasia.
And I'm Pauline.
So, how are you doing, Pauline?
You know, I am doing well. Oh, okay. I know a good one to start off with. What are you doing for Halloween? Wait, are you doing anything for Halloween?
I'm going...
Oh, we're hanging out for Halloween, right? Okay. Okay, so Tasia and I
was like, doing anything other than kind of hang out with you.
Okay, so, so co-hosts that hang together, stay together. So we are going to, actually, yeah, we're going to, wait, okay. So, okay, this is my new question. Okay, I forgot. Are you going to dress up?
No.
Okay, see, I don't know.
I don't even have a costume to dress up unless I was to just make something up out of my
That's always my problem.
And I don't really feel like painting my face, so.
Oh, no. I'm
not really
Definitely, I'm not a face paint type person. I do want to try like that sugar skull thing, like, you know, when girls be doing that, but I would only do like half my face. Tasia shook her head. She's like, definitely.
I just don't want to put anything on my face. I've been very even lazy with just putting on just normal makeup. So putting on like actual
I'm a moisturizer
Halloween
and
makeup.
go type person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely have to just shout out to my friend Maria. I would probably just be like, Maria, can you do my entire face?
Speaking of where to go for Halloween though, like I was driving around recently in Sacramento and I was like, oh, these are like nice little homey areas, like trick-or-treating, you know, like I wish I could still go trick-or-treating.
No. Okay, so I literally am about to text my sister and be like, can I borrow nephew? Because I need a reason
to have a child.
Yeah, so that I can get the candy.
That's what my cousin's doing. She's taking her niece and nephew too.
My coworker, she's like, Pauline, why don't you just go to Safeway? I was like, that's not the point. The point is I actually want to go trick-or-treating.
I went to Walmart and bought like a 2-pound bag of like Sour Patch Kids and I was like, I think I'm pretty set.
Right.
But it's not the same as having the variety, the free, all the different stuff you can choose.
Free candy.
And then just reminisce as a child, sitting there with your mom, making her, you know, look through every piece of candy with you to make sure that it was
nothing was contaminated or open with
Yes.
So, but I mean, I don't know what you guys are up to for Halloween, but hopefully you guys just stay safe. I mean, it's on a Monday this year, so you can't really go too cray on a Monday. Yeah. I mean, unless you are a child and you get to just go trick-or-treating, but it's a school night.
I would still believe school is going to be open on Monday. Is Halloween a national holiday that they
but that's honestly no. But that's like better though, because then if you have Halloween,
I remember being in school with my Halloween costume.
Yes, I was gonna say, because then you can dress up, or you can bring like, you know how on Valentine's Day when you bring like Valentine's candy, then you can bring like trick or treat candy.
Yeah, at my high school, they definitely allowed students to dress up for Halloween and stuff like that. Oh, so cute!
I remember this one girl,
a Halloween dance.
I think I might have told this story already, but I don't know if you guys have heard this story again. You guys have to hear it again. But I remember in college, my favorite costume that I saw a girl have in college, because at my university, like, some people dressed up when it was like during the week. Some people didn't. Like, I mean, to each his own. Whatever. I thought it was cute, but she was Link from Zelda. And she was so dope, like, because her hair, like, she just looked really cool. If you guys look up Link, it was cool. But like, she was head to toe Link. But anyway, so
speaking of Halloween, so Facebook has, if you guys have already realized and noticed, Facebook has definitely swagger jacked Snapchat in regards to what Snapchat literally is and what it represents in regards to having like
the
filters and videos that you're able to post throughout
like,
the
and
day.
Change like your face, you know, and
exactly.
Like, and
so Facebook has added now filters. Well, they actually call them like masks.
Yes.
To their Facebook Live, Facebook stories.
I haven't tried Facebook Live yet.
I haven't either personally. I just use Snapchat.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried Facebook Live. I feel like it's just too much to just, I mean, not Facebook, but even Instagram Live too. It adds
I don't
too
use
much
the story
stuff.
either. Yeah.
Yeah, the Instagram story.
Yeah.
Because since Instagram and Facebook are connected, it's like your Facebook Live, I feel like it's going to end up posting on your Instagram.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just too much.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So since Facebook has now launched their version of their Snapchat lenses with them having them with the faces on there,
yep,
as a different mask instead of them calling them filters as Snapchat calls them, will not be surprised eventually if we see this also now launch on Instagram, since Facebook owns Instagram too.
I agree. And so and they have had this already. Like, if you are listening and you're in like Brazil, then this is old school news for you, because you guys have already had these mask filters on Facebook, but now they are available on iOS, so like through the Apple Store. So Team iPhone, sorry about it, has it right now throughout the United States and the UK. And they are going to be rolling out the feature for usage on Android phones soon in the coming months, they were saying. But I mean, I like that the social media platforms are trying to evolve and change, and like they see that clearly people like the filter and have a lot of fun with it on Snapchat. And they are doing the same thing. They're starting off with the masks being Halloween themed right now, which, you know, makes sense. Halloween. Yeah, but then they were saying that they're going to switch them up periodically, just like Snapchat does, and keep ones that are more, that are used more often and more popular, of course, longer, the dog. But I mean, honestly, I don't know. Because like the dog filter and the headband, I like the flower headband, unless Facebook gets something similar to that. I mean,
well, because that's what I'm seeing here is that Facebook is literally making it into, that's why they're calling it mask, because they are
so they're only doing masks.
Yeah, it looks like, well, at least from my perspective, it looks like they're doing everything that it's going to put a mask on your face.
Yeah,
it's going to be
like, I walk like this.
Yeah,
and then it'll be like, I'm a zebra.
Instead of like where Snapchat gives you the option to just literally add a filter,
or distort your face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
I love Snapchat's filters.
I do too, and that's why I feel
like the voice
all these
changers.
Hopefully,
cute.
Snapchat. Honestly, I hope they don't sell themselves to a different market, because I feel like they can do it. They can definitely keep growing.
Snapchat I think can stand on its own. I agree.
Because I personally have never used Facebook Live. I honestly don't even update my Facebook.
If I want to post a live story or something, I'm using Snapchat. I'm not using Instagram story.
Just because the way it even allows you to record, it's just so easy.
I don't like it. It's not like Snapchat. Yeah,
exactly.
And I don't
Facebook Live. I feel like it's click here. It's a lot going on.
Yes,
and then add a filter too. Like, I wonder how the filters will be able to change on Facebook Live. Will you be able to like take them off and on like during the live streaming?
Yeah.
Or am I going to have to
if I'm stuck with it?
Yeah, if I'm stuck with this face the entire time.
Right. And what if I'm over it? Oh, and I like the partners. Like when you and your friend can both be a dog.
Yeah. So now can I have like with a friend too?
Yeah. Give the people what we want, Facebook. We want to be able to take the mask on and off. We want doubles, so we can do it with a friend. I would love voice changers, because I think that my voice sounds kind of funny on Snapchat. Well, just in general. I mean,
it does. That's
right.
Like the best ones. I think,
when it's like the voice changer, it's so
part about
cute.
Snapchat. It doesn't just put a mask on your face; like it distorts it in a way.
They have
too.
just
like I love that. One of my favorite filters is the one that it makes your face look like a really big frowny face. And
yes, it's so ugly. It's so it's so ugly. No, and I like that. On some of the filters, like they like contour your face for you, so like if you're not
the
like
pretty girl
completely
face,
on fleek, Snapchat got your back. Like
it does, and it even allows you to put actual filters after you take
exactly, so you can get that buffer, all that.
Just put that right scroll on there.
Literally, you woke up like this. So, we're gonna cut it to a quick break, but when we come back, we have a lot of other things that we want to share. We want to talk about some not identity theft, but mistaken identities that has happened on Twitter, as well as Apple, and what they're saying about their new wireless headphones, which I finally, we'll wait till we get to that part, because I got something to say about that too. And then have you ever noticed that people, and I think a lot of people know, at least by now, that there are some people who blog and post to social media outlets and platforms, and you're like, they have to get being paid for this, or they're given clothes to promote. But do you really know how much they're making per post? So it's like,
it's a lot.
It's right. It's per post, just to post
this one photo.
What they were going to do anyways, because I mean, I post all the time too, but I'm not getting paid yet. So keep it locked here. You're listening to the Golden State Media Concepts social media news podcast. We will be right back.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch, whatever it may be.
Welcome back to the Golden State Media.
The problem is that Tasia and I never know who's going to open. And so, like, we both wait for it. And we look at each other. And then we both start speaking. And so we both shut up. And then it just
one of us just talks and one of us just says something.
One of us just keeps talking. And then the other one's just like, okay, you take it away. You take it away. So,
for this segment,
yes,
we, like Pauline was previously saying before, we have some type of identity crisis going on in the Twitter sphere with these guys.
But it's funny because Tasia and I, we were like looking at the problem, and I don't see how it's a problem.
How it even became a problem.
Okay,
so let's take it to just like the baseline situation. There is a John Lester.
Yes.
And there is a Lester Holt.
So John Lester plays for the Chicago Cubs.
Yes. And Lester Holt is the NBC nightly news reporter.
Yes.
Mind you, they both have Twitter.
Of course. Cool guys. Both cool guys.
They are both known by their own personal Twitter handlers. John Lester is known as J Lester 34.
Yep.
He's number 34 for the Chicago
J
Cubs.
standing for John. John Lester 34. No confusion here.
No confusion at all. Then there is Lester Holt, NBC. First name Lester, last name Holt. Work for NBC.
No confusion there.
Completely.
They look different, different body types, different genres, different. It would be different, honestly. I could perhaps understand if both of them were ball players, like baseball players, or both of them were anchors, because then it's like, okay, like
if they had the same kind of Twitter name and some kind of means, what happened?
Like one had an underscore, the other one had a 2 L's or something. Yeah, it happens.
Maybe if they both literally just had Lester and didn't show the fact that they had a first name in there at all either, like the J or the Holt.
Yeah, or the Holt or the 34 or the NBC.
And the fact that one's last name is Lester and the other one's first name is Lester.
But I mean, accidents happen, right? We're supposed to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I make mistakes too. However, because in my mind, because like I grew up playing sports, and like almost all athletes, past, present, future, especially when it comes to like email, social media, we always somehow incorporate our sport number, whether it's in our like tag name or the password. Yeah. So that's a secret. I mean, it is. It's true.
And not just me saying from like a girl, just me like in my previous days. Like even when I didn't play sports and I had like a boyfriend that did, I used his number.
Right. Hello. Exactly. Exactly. Because you have to pick a number anyway, so you might as well pick yours. Like Jordan's would have been MJ23.
Yeah. For sure.
That would have been his, and his password would have been GOAT24 or 23, excuse me. I was thinking of Kobe Bryant 24. But like you just always use your number.
Yeah.
Kobe's could be at GOAT24. Like, that's just what athletes do. And Lester Holt, because in a lot of times when professionals or public figures represent a channel, a company, a outlet, they will put that company a lot of times in their name, especially like anchors, like if it's like KTLA Tasia.
Exactly, because you wanted to know what broad you're representing, like what brand are you representing. Yeah. So exactly, like he's showing like I am the player 34. Yes. I am the NBC guy. Like there's no, I don't understand how there's any confusion in there at all.
So what happened is that in the first presidential debate between Donald J. Trump and Miss Hillary Clinton was that Secretary Clinton is that Lester Holt was the moderator.
Yes.
And a lot of really didn't like how he was moderating the debate because it seemed like he wasn't really moderating the debate. He wasn't
really doing much at all.
And they were kind of walking all over him. He wasn't able to have really good control of the debate. How you feel about that is your opinion. That's fine. But people oftentimes, when we're mad, happy, angry, or sad, and we see things on TV, we take to Twitter to express our concerns. And if you happen to be a public figure and people find your Twitter name, your Twitter handle, they'll tweet to you because we have that direct access with you, right?
Exactly. And mind you, even if the celebrity, the person, whatever, doesn't happen to reply, there will be a lot of responses in regards to everybody else, all the fans, and anybody's 2 cents that they would want to incorporate into their feed and their 140 characters.
It's always great when celebrities do respond. It is. I love 100%. Hearing back from them, and like especially when they're funny.
Especially when they clap back.
Yeah, yes. And so a lot of people in regards to the debate were tweeting to Lester Holt of NBC, and they were
attempting to tweet to him. That's who they were. Their target.
Yes, their target listener was. But then they were tweeting John Lester of the Cubs. So and I mean, not everybody, you have to look up a person. Like if you don't personally follow them already or already know their Twitter handle, then you can use a search option on the Twitter app to look up. And I guess people must have just been typing in Lester. And because of the baseball season and him and the Cubs doing so well in the playoffs.
John Lester might
have been, I guess, the first name that popped up. Yeah, so I can Lester see Holt. Where perhaps, but if you see a guy throwing a baseball
in his
in the profile picture versus a gentleman sitting at a table,
not in a suit.
Yeah, like
I would at least you would have put two and two together in some means
blinded by anger.
Yeah, before you just got to typing away on those computer screens because it didn't even show that this was that guy at all. And to read like one of the people's tweets was they were saying that they were like pro Hillary, and they had to didn't question her beforehand as if she already had all the answers, and Trump wasn't able to, and they were blaming that on Lester Holt. And this woman had her opinion, but then John Lester was in like, I think you have the wrong Lester.
Yes, and I didn't do this. He was responding to quite a few, and he was oh, okay. Like when people were tweeting mean things to him or their opinions, he'd be like, I think you should forward this to Lester Holt. Find him on Twitter.
Yeah,
like,
find him.
Like, that's fine. Thank you for sharing with me, but tell him. Like
exactly. That's the sad part. They're like, definitely believe you have the wrong person, and I think he would appreciate it if you actually
went new handle who this
him. Especially when it was nice stuff. If it was mean stuff, I think he was just more like, that isn't me. But when it was nice stuff, he was like, go find the real guy who you're meaning to tell this to.
And so, and I mean, I'm sure he got I don't know. And like you said, depending on some of the comments that were made and accidentally sent to him, I'm sure he probably got a kick out of it. But that can be kind of annoying too, especially if your mentions are blowing up and it has nothing to do with you. Literally has nothing to do with you. And so,
and mind you, Lester Holt will not be, maintaining.
Yeah, he hasn't been moderating any of the others, which is interesting. I mean, because I like Lester Holt, so I was just like, dude, speak up. Or when I was watching some of the debates, especially that particular one, I was like, oh, he's just not going to get any words in. But then I was also joking with my mom. I was just like, he's just waiting for it to be over so that he can go home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's getting paid regardless. He's just sitting
here listening to these people.
And so we're going to cut it to a quick break. But when we come back, we want to talk to you guys about Apple and the recent news that their recent announcement, as well as let you guys in on how much bloggers and fashion, they're called influence marketers. Mm-hmm. So people who influence marketing, are actually getting paid per post. So keep it locked here. You're listening to the Golden State Media Concepts social media news podcast. We will be right back.
Check out the show that's built on the MMA. From the UFC to extreme cage fighting, they got the fights covered. Check out the GSMC MMA podcast. Get the latest news on past or upcoming fights. Join us as we talk to and about some of the biggest names in the MMA, past, present, and future. When it's the fight game, there's just one show to check out. GSMCpodcast.com/MMA-podcast. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit GSMCpodcast.com for more info.
Welcome back to the Golden State Media Concepts social media news podcast. And we're getting ready to wrap up this episode, but we wanted to share some other, because we've been talking a little bit about Apple products with this podcast these last few episodes and giving you guys some updates and our opinions on what we like, what we don't like, what we care about when it comes to Apple products, especially because all the new devices that they're coming out with, especially with the highly anticipated and often ridiculed iPhone 7. And so I personally, I don't have the iPhone 7 right now, and I may or may not be getting it because, like, I think I mentioned this before in a previous episode, how people freaked out when they first announced that they were changing the charger. Yeah. And then now it's just like nobody cares. It's not that big of a deal. People were just in such an uproar. And then everybody this past summer has been going crazy about the wireless headphones and going upset about that and blah, 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 blah. But then soon, eventually, that's going to be normal, right? Yeah. So it's really not that big of a deal. We're just arguing for whatever, and because they still were selling like crazy. But the news that we wanted to share, which is kind of disappointing, and I'm glad that I don't have the iPhone 7 at this time because of this.
Yes, I would be really upset with this situation, honestly.
Yeah, so a lot of people, you guys have your iPhone 7s, and you guys have been waiting for your earpods to come in. And they were supposed to be arriving and everything and being set to sell and all of that this October. So around now, because they were saying like late October, which is now.
So that it can at least be ready for people to buy them and purchase them for the holiday season.
Exactly. And just because you guys need your headphones, like especially if you guys want to buy them. I mean, I guess you can buy the wireless, like as long as you have like a Bluetooth enabled headset. So Beats by Dre has some of those, as well as some other... some other manufacturers. But then just at the
end of the day, if you're just getting new products, people are traveling at this time. People want to be able to have portable music.
You want what you want.
When you want it,
and
literally.
You told us you were going to give it to us in October. But they have just recently announced this past Thursday that they're actually going to have to...
postpone.
And they don't know for how long.
Yes.
That's the other catch. It's not like, oh, they're going to be in time for Christmas, or, oh... at the end of November, just press back a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We don't know how long it's going to be pressed back. So, one, they're already jerking your leg with the fact that it's going to be almost $200 for these little headsets, these little pods. And then it's like, have you seen the meme? Take my money. Like, it's like people want them. A lot of people want them. I personally think that they're very ugly. Because they literally look like the headphones, like the Apple
They look like normal headphones without...
snipped
and
the
you
wire.
Just cut your wires off.
So, like, they hang down low, kind of, and it's just like, that's going to get caught on my hair.
It would have been nice if it kind of just sat in your ear, like
a little pod. Yeah. Like, almost like an earpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a hearing aid type thing. Like that
That's
idea.
more like what I think the Beats ones look like. They just look like little inserts.
Yeah, because I'm ear. Like... The end of the AirPod will definitely get caught in my curls, and it's gonna fall out. Then it's gonna drop. Then it's gonna scrape, and I'm gonna be mad because people paid $200.
Like you're saying, like the people had criticism about this in the first place because they believed the cordless headphones could easily be lost, regardless, and that would be a problem for myself too.
I don't mind the one that has like the wire that goes behind your head, that just connects them, like the Beats and everything. That makes more sense. But yeah, they're gonna drop.
And everybody's
gonna
ear
get
lost
different unless they're gonna mold it to my ear shape.
it doesn't even normal earphones with wires. I have to maneuver them and move them around because they don't fit all the way. And I have like kind of like little ears sometimes.
And is it only going to be safe enough like when you're like literally sitting at the computer at home? Because like,
what if I move and I get up?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you definitely, I feel like you can't jog with them.
Very true.
Or just walk. Like, what if somebody bumps you when you're getting into the subway or something?
Yeah, and it just falls.
And it just so happens.
Then at least you didn't have any wires to
at least catch it
with. Very, very true.
And then, oh my gosh, what if it drops out of your ear, bounces on the ground, somebody steps on it? Oh, no.
You are liable for buying me any pair of earphones.
And it's like, who can you get mad at?
That's very true too. I don't know how durable that. These are probably one of the all the reasons that they're
so they were saying
postponing it because they did have to for sure fix some the
tweaks that
bugs
they had
and
it's kind of I know a lot of people are nervous because sometimes when they press
and they have
back products, they press them back for months. Like, it's not just
Apple.
a quick thing where they say, oh, we're just going to, like, the release date's going to be, we're pressing back the release date, and then it happens, like, the next month. It sometimes will take, 6 months, whatever, and it's almost like you forgot that you were anticipating. By then, people are just going to buy the Beat headphones or something else.
Or,
I don't know.
I don't know
Sony
who's going to be
Sony
so very in tune with like wanting to wait for these headphones to come
ugly
out.
To me. Maybe that's what they're tweaking. The fact that they kept getting caught in people's hair.
Yeah, and then they also have problems with also just staying charged long enough. So like I'm going to have to continuously charge my earphones now. No thanks.
That's just
paying over $100 to not have to charge the earphones. And then what kind of charger is that going to be? Am I paying for the charger or am I actually paying for the earphones? Yeah, they come in like
a little case type thing. I don't like that.
What if I lose the case? Am I going to have to go buy a new charging case now too?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the fact that it doesn't have like the headphone jack because like I said, like eventually that'll be the new standard and the new normal. I'm sure that's my prediction. But the AirPods in particular, I don't like. I don't mind the Bluetooth enabled headsets. I don't mind that part, but these ones,
just these particular design that Apple has come out with, I agree.
They're just too problematic, and so I mean, and I guess unless you have been lucky and fortunate enough to be a part of like the testing group, you don't really know, and you can't really anticipate how well they're going to be. Hopefully, you guys don't lose them too quickly, and that because like, what if you have a baby? A baby could maybe put it in their mouth.
Yeah, and they're not
it's too problematic.
They're just trying to.
They're so ugly.
I agree, and they're just trying to find any means of way to grow their accessory products.
Yeah,
and just make a more brand and more marketing concept. But at the end of the day, it's not. It doesn't seem like it's becoming too much of a big benefit for them, especially just as a customer and as a consumer. I don't see all the great benefit and what
this
is
a particular one that I would pass.
Giving
even because they don't look cool enough. Cool kids, I mean, I don't know, I'm not a cool kid, so maybe cool kids will be able to pull it off, but I honestly just feel like it's gonna get caught in my curls. And then it's gonna slip out, like that's just what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be so annoying, and then we're gonna have to deal with that. But anyway, so if you were excited for the AirPods and you can't wait for them to be for sale and to go get them, sorry, you're gonna have to wait because we're not out. I wonder if they're just gonna change up the entire concept. I don't know. Apple knows what they're doing. I guess they're always gonna make money, so that's fine. But then we want
speaking of people making money. Money.
So social media, we all know you can make money if you. People always say that it should be working for you and that you should be making money off of your posts and things like that. I haven't learned the trick yet, but somebody is getting paid. A lot of people are getting paid. There's also whole full-on agencies that work with brands and fashion bloggers and fashion posters, social media gurus. Yeah,
just people such as like celebrities. When you want them to post any of your products on their site, unless they just wanted to personally post it themselves, but if you ask for an endorsement, it's going to be a few $1,000s.
Yeah, so
in cash. Like Kim Kardashian, to get her to post anything, it's like a $20,000 investment
minimum, like literally minimum. And then so like there's an agency called Influencer Marketing Agency, and what they do is they match up brands with bloggers, vloggers, and influencers, and then and there are certain rules, of course, that come along with it. And of course, like, it's a job. So you have to have a huge following and have a platform, and then also your credibility and your interaction. And because it's not just having millions of followers. It's also how much you interact with your followers. Do your followers trust you? How much of an influence do you truly have on your followers? Because you can have a lot of followers, but if you say buy purple and everybody's like, oh, because Pauline said buy purple, we're going to buy blue, that's not really much of an influence that you're having on them, because they're clearly not listening to you. And so like Tasia said, there are a lot of celebrities, the Kardashian family cashes in great, like, that's why they're always advertising certain products and vitamins and tools. Like, I know that they do like the like the whole craze with the bright light when people were whitening their teeth, whiteners and things like that. But like, for instance, a source told Page 6 that for the Kardashians to post something, it's upwards for over $400,000 a post, like just a post for like clothing, those little vitamin gummies or whatever that everybody's always talking about, and things like that. And so, and even if you're not a Kardashian or a Jenner, you can get paid a lot of money. And so if you have at least 1 million followers, you can get posted. A blogger who has 1.3 million followers was recently paid over $6,000 for an Instagram post. Some reality TV stars get $20,000 or more minimum for Instagram posts or just a tweet about certain things. And so it's just amazing, because you just to post, like, you're going to post anyways. Or, and then also there's also the perks of you get to try the products, have the products, you get to wear the clothes, you get to give your opinions on it. And so, or
that's just how rich people don't pay for anything.
Yeah, I know. That's why they're rich, because they get everything for free. So, so that's that. I mean, it's really cool. I haven't yet, of course, to learn the formula of how to get this, because if I did, I would be getting paid daily to post, you know, like we were just talking about getting my nails done. Like, it would have been no question. I would have gotten my nails done for free. Yeah. Just to post, hey,
got my nails done.
Hey, Tage did my nails. But anyways, so, if you knew the secret formula to the Krabby Patty formula of, how to get money, I mean, just pay me like 30. Honestly, you don't even have to pay me. Just send me the clothes for free. No, like, I don't even care. Like, you don't even have to pay me.
You don't have to pay me. Just give me.
I'll take the vitamins and take length checks with my hair. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll try on the nude lipstick and show you.
I don't want to pay for it myself. If you
exactly. I mean, I'm easy to please. You know, not asking for much. But that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast. You can listen to us on Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and iTunes. We are also on our network website. That's gsmcpodcast.com. And I mean, it's been fun. I'm Pauline.
I'm Tasia.
And we're out.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Social Media Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network, from movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.